Hello students, welcome to my channel Learning History Made Easy. So I hope your revisions are going on very well. In today's video, we will be discussing about the map question and also some 10-mark question from the model paper. Before going into the video, if anyone is seeing the channel for the first time or if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and share it with your friends. And also click the bell button to receive notifications whenever I upload new videos. And also the link for downloading the PDF notes is given in the description box. So if anyone is interested in downloading the PDF notes of the videos, you can make use of that. So without wasting much time, we can get into the video. So as I have told, today's video, the first question is about the map question. So the map question, I hope all of you know, is a 10-mark question. 10 places will be given, that is this time usually 8 places, but this year 10 places will be given, out of which you have to mark any 5 places. And you will have to write an explanatory note of almost 2 sentences about each place. So total 1 place will carry 2 marks, 1 mark for marking and 1 mark for writing the explanation. So let us see which all places are asked in this model paper. So in this model paper, the first place asked is Harappa, Meerut, Agra, Patliputra, Calcutta, Bombay, Bijapura, Halebeedu, Hampi and Srirangapattana. I have marked the places in the map. If you want a detailed explanation of how to mark map, what are the techniques which you should use when marking map, you can go to the chapter wise videos in my playlist in the channel, and in that chapter wise videos, chapter 8 will be map question. So you can directly go and watch the video in which I have given a detailed explanation of how to mark places in the map. So here I have just marked the places which are asked in the model paper given by the board. And now let us move on to the explanatory notes regarding each place. So first place which is asked is Harappa. So what you should write? It is one of the important sites of Indus civilization and is situated on the banks of river Ravi. It is now in western Punjab in Pakistan, and Dayaram Sahani excavated this site in 1921. And the Great Granary is an important building found here. So these points you will have to write about Harappa as an explanatory note. So first you have to mark the place in the map, then you will have to write the place name and write explanatory note. That is how you will get 2 marks. The next place, Patliputra, it is presently called as Patna, the capital of Bihar state, and is on the banks of river Ganges. Patliputra was the capital of Magadha Empire, Mauryas and the Guptas. Next place, Halebeedu. It is in Hasan district of Karnataka. Its early name was Dwarasamudra and it was the capital of Hoysalas. Hoysaleshwara and Shantaleshwara temples are found in Halebeedu. The next place, Agra. It is on the banks of river Yamuna in Uttar Pradesh. It was founded by Sikandar Lodi. It became the capital of the Mughals, and Taj Mahal is the most famous monument of Agra. Next place, Hampi. It is situated on the banks of river Tungabhadra in Bellary district of Karnataka. It was the capital of the Vijayanagara Empire. Virupaksha temple, Vijayavitlasami temple, stone chariot, etc. are the important monuments in Hampi. Bijapura, it is in the northern part of Karnataka and was the capital of Adil Shahis. Monuments like Gol Gumbaz, Ibrahim Roza, etc. are found here. Calcutta, it is the capital of West Bengal situated on the banks of river Hooghly. Calcutta was the first capital of British in India. Swami Vivekananda established Ramakrishna mission at Belur near Calcutta. The next place, Srirangapattana. It is in Mandya district of Karnataka. It was the capital of early Wadiyars of Mysore, Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan. Darya Daulat Palace and Sri Ranganatha Temple are the famous monuments found here. Meerut, it is in Uttar Pradesh and it is near Delhi. It was an important center of the First War of Indian Independence. and the last place is Bombay. It is the capital of Maharashtra and was the main settlement of British on the west coast of India. So this is how you write, and the first session of Indian National Congress was held here. So this is how you write explanatory notes about each places. So mark the places neatly on the outline map. Outline map will be provided, and then explanatory notes you can write in the answer sheet with the proper question number, place name and explanatory notes. So this is how you get full 10 marks for the map question. Now the fifth main is essay question, long answer question. Answer any two of the following questions in 30 to 40 sentences each. So here 4 questions will be given, out of which you will have to write any 2. Each question carries 10 marks. So the first question in this paper is, why is Gupta age called the golden age in Indian history? So when an essay question or a long answer question come, always start with an introduction, then move on to the subtopics, underline each subtopic, and then finally end with a conclusion. So that is how you should write an essay. So I will just quickly go through the main points. As I always keep on telling, if you want any topic detailed explanation, you can go to the chapter wise videos, and the same chapter you can click and there detailed explanation will be there. So the answer, golden age. Gupta age has a unique position in the history of India. So this is how we start with an introduction. Gupta age has a unique position in the history of India. The European writers have compared Gupta age with the age of Pericles of Greece, Augustus Caesar of Rome, and Queen Elizabeth of England due to the all-round development of this age. This age saw achievements in the field of religion, education, literature, art, architecture, science, technology, etc. So because of those reasons, Gupta age was called as golden age. So that is how you write an introduction. Now you get on to the main points. The first point, revival of Hinduism. This is one of the outstanding features of Gupta age. The Gupta emperors were followers of Hinduism but were tolerant towards other religions like Buddhism and Jainism. Hindu religion received great encouragement, and Hindu religion became the state religion of Guptas. The worship of Vishnu, Shiva and Durga became popular, and the rulers performed Vedic rites and sacrifices and rituals like Ashwamedha, Vajapeya, Rajasuya, etc. And during the Gupta age, many Vishnu temples were constructed, and Shaiva and Shakti cult were also popular during that time. So that is how Hinduism was revived during the Gupta age. So that is a first subheading. So first introduction you wrote, then first subheading, that is revival of Hinduism. The next heading is education. Education also greatly flourished under the Guptas. The kings themselves were great scholars and educationalists. A number of universities were started during the Gupta age, and these universities attracted not only Indian students but also foreign students. The main universities of Gupta period were Takshashila, Nalanda, Saranath, Ajanta. Patliputra and Vallabhi were great centers of education. The important subjects taught were Puranas, literature, philosophy, arithmetic, astrology and science. So this was the progress in education during the Gupta period. The next subheading is literature. Religious literature, including Vedas, which were in the form of hymns, were brought into writing during the Gupta period. The age is called as the golden age of Sanskrit literature. Samudragupta was described as a king among poets in the Allahabad inscription. He was also a gifted musician and a scholar. The Navaratnas lived in the court of Chandragupta too. Among the Navaratnas, Kalidasa was a great poet and dramatist. He wrote the famous dramas like Malavikagnimitra, Vikramorvashiya, Shakuntala and great epics like Raghuvamsha and Kumara Sambhava. He also, that is Kalidasa, Also wrote lyrical poems like Meghaduta, Ritu Samhara, etc. So that was a progress in literature. So we wrote introduction, then revival of Hinduism, education, literature. This is how you build the essay. Subheadings you will have to learn first clearly and then the detailed description. Then science and technology. Tremendous progress was achieved in the field of science, mathematics, astronomy, medicine and metallurgy. Aryabhatta was the greatest mathematician and astronomer of this period, and in his book Surya Siddhanta he discussed as to how the earth revolves on its axis. Aryabhatiya was his another book in which he describes about the decimal system. Brahmagupta was another mathematician who showed the importance of zero. Varahamihira was one of the greatest scientists and he wrote Panchasiddhantike, Brihat Jataka, Brihat Samhite, etc. He was a great scholar in astronomy, botany, mathematics and geography. Brihat Samhite deals with the movement of heavenly bodies. Now Charaka and Sushruta were important in the field of medicine. They wrote Samhites and Dhanvantari was regarded as the father of Indian medicine, that is Ayurveda. Vaghabhatta wrote Ashtanga Sangraha and the Mehroli iron pillar discovered near Delhi is an outstanding example of their metallurgical skill. Why? Because even after being exposed to the sun and rain for centuries, this iron pillar has not rusted or lost its strength. That is why it is called as an example of the metallurgical skill. Now art and architecture. The basic structural features of Indian temple architecture developed during this period. Mathura, Banaras, Patna, etc. were centers of their artistic activity. The Dashavatara temple of Devagar was the first temple of Gupta period. The other temples of this age was Shiva temple of Bhumara and brick temple of Bittigon. A number of statues of Lord Buddha were also erected during this time. And Gupta that age gave special encouragement to painting also. And the paintings on the walls near Bagh near Gwalior is an example of Gupta painting, and the rulers built many cave temples in Ajanta. The scenes from the life of Buddha was painted by Gupta painters. The painting of mother and child is in cave 17 is quite realistic and beautiful among the Ajanta paintings. So these were the contributions of Guptas in different fields like education, literature, science, art and architecture. And as a final, like a concluding sentence you can write, because of the contributions in all these fields, the Gupta age is called as the Golden Age. So this is how you complete the essay. So always be very thorough with the subheadings. That is, first you have to think why Gupta age was called as Golden Age, to which all ages was it compared. Then what about revival of Hinduism, contribution in education, literature, science and technology, art and architecture, etc. And then conclusion. So this is how you build an essay. So one more essay we will see from this model paper. 2 essays we will see in this video. Balance 2 essays we will see in the next video. By next video, this model paper we will complete and then we will start with the next important question paper. So the next question is, describe the religion, literature and art and architecture of Vijayanagara period. So you have to observe the question. The question is about 3 parts. The question is divided into 3 parts. That is, first we have to write about the religion of Vijayanagara period, then literature of Vijayanagara period, then art and architecture of Vijayanagara period. So let us see one by one. So first about religion. So as an introduction, here also you can write the Vijayanagara period also gave a lot of contributions in the field of religion, literature, art and architecture. And then you can write the first subheading, religion. Vijayanagara Empire protected Hindu religion and culture from the invaders. And there was religious tolerance among the Hindus, Jains and Muslims. It was the duty of the king to safeguard each and every religion of the empire. And Vijayanagara Empire had Muslims from the days of Devaraya too. The Sangama rulers gave importance to Shaivism and later rulers gave importance to Vaishnavism. Bhima Devi, that is queen of Devaraya I was a follower of Jainism. The king had built a Jain basadi in his empire, and from all these we understand about the religious harmony of the Vijayanagara Empire. The Vachana movement, that was a popular movement during this time, and Shunya Sampadani was a collection of vachanas produced in this age. Mathas were also established in different parts of the empire, and the Varkari movement of Lord Vittala of Pandarapura and the Dashakuta tradition were also encouraged. Important religious centers of this time were Hampi, Sringeri, Shravanabelagola, Madurai, etc. Temples and mathas were religious institutions of this period. The notable mathas of this period was Sringeri, Kanchi, Udupi, etc. They encouraged education and culture, and sometimes they acted as landlords and bankers also. The important religious festivals of this time, that is Vijayanagara period, were Mahanavami, Deepavali, Holi, etc. So the first part of the answer is complete, that is religion, contribution of Vijayanagara in the field of religion. Next is education and literature. Agraharas, mathas and temples played an important role in imparting education. Dhulakshara was a system of education in which the child learned to write on sand. This is referred in Mohana Tarangini of Kanakadasa. Primary education was called as Balabode. Hampi, Sringeri, Kunigal, etc. were notable centers of education. Vijayanagara kings encouraged literary activities, and many kings and queens themselves were scholars. Sanskrit, Kannada, Telugu and other languages were encouraged, and some of the important literary works of those time in Sanskrit, that is Madhura Vijayam by Ganga Devi, Rajakala Nirnaya written by Guru Vidyaranya, Usha Parinaya written by Krishna Devaraya, etc. were some of the important Sanskrit works. Now going to the Kannada literary works, some of the important Kannada literary works are Shunya Sampadani written by Siddhalingayati, Basava Purana by Bhima Kavi, Nalacharita Mohana Tarangani written by Kanakadasa, etc. were the important Kannada works. Now important works in Telugu, that is Harivamsha written by Nachana Somanatha, Amukta Malyada written by Krishna Devaraya, Manucharitamu written by Allasani Peddanna. All these were the important literary works in Telugu. So in all languages contributions were made: Sanskrit, Kannada, Telugu, etc. So that was a contribution in education and literature. Now the last topic which is asked is art and architecture. Vijayanagara rulers encouraged art and architecture. Hampi was a great center of art and architecture. They used Dravidian style of architecture. Later, some unique features were added, and then it came to be called as Vijayanagara style. So first Dravidian style was there. Later, some more unique features were added, and together it became a different style called as Vijayanagara style. Some of the important features of this style, that is Vijayanagara style: the temple consists of Garbhagriha, Sukhanasi, Mahamantapa, Arthamantapa, etc. Granite was used for construction. Pillars and piers were multi-angled, etc. So many features are there. These are some of the features of Vijayanagara style of architecture. Some examples, that is Hampi, Virupaksha temple, Vittalaswamy temple, Mahanavami Dibba, etc. are examples of monuments of Vijayanagara period. Lotus Mahal is an excellent example of Indo-Islamic style of architecture at Hampi. Vidyashankara at Sringeri, Veerabhadra at Lepakshi, Ekambaranatha at Kanchipuram are also some of the other important temples. Now regarding sculpture, religion was a main theme of sculpture. Kadle Kalu Ganesha, Sasve Kalu Ganesha and Lakshmi Narasimha statues at Hampi are important. The copper image of Krishna Devaraya and his two queens is another important sculpture. A stone statue of Krishna Devaraya is found at Chidambaram. Now regarding paintings, paintings also flourished with other arts during Vijayanagara period, and these paintings can be seen on walls and ceilings of temples at Hampi, Lepakshi, etc. Lepakshi is called as the Ajanta of Shaivism. Now finally, regarding fine arts, dancing and music were encouraged, and Vadiraja, Purandaradasa and Kanakadasa belong to this period. They composed devotional songs, and these devotional songs are called as Kirtanas. Purandaradasa is called as the father of Carnatic music. There were a good number of dancing halls at Vijayanagara, and Bandam Lakshminarayana was a dance master in the court of Krishna Devaraya. So all these points together will be the contribution of Vijayanagara in the field of religion, literature, art and architecture. So this is how you build the essays. So first be thorough with the main points, and then you have to understand what explanation you will have to give for the points. So I hope you have understood these two essays as well as the map question. And as I have told, if any one of you needs detailed explanation, you can go to the chapter wise videos. If anyone needs PDF notes of these videos, you can go to the InstaMojo link which I have given in the description box. And in case of any other doubts, you can either ask in the comment section or put a message in Instagram. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Your likes and shares will be of a great encouragement for me to make more and more videos. So I hope to see you all soon in the coming video. Keep on revising, and thank you for watching.